It's a small comfort that we're not alone in our fear of the dark or even of our own shadows. Wherever we go, a small bit of darkness follows us. Whether it's a natural effect of light or something more sinister remains uncertain. This October, on Friday the 13th, from an executive producer of The Walking Dead and an executive producer of The X-Files, come 6 terrifying tales based on the podcast phenomenon Lore. Until then, we offer you this short film inspired by the series.
The worlds of shadow and light can be very frightening for children. I'm Dr. Michelle Golland, and I'm a clinical psychologist. We all have a shadow. We have dark parts, we have aggression, we have impulses that can hurt people.
Carl Jung referred to the shadow as the darker parts of ourselves, the part we keep safely hidden by our conscious mind. But for some, the shadow is an altogether real embodiment of evil, one that goes by many names.
I think when we talk about shadow and shadow people, we're inherently talking about psychology and our soul, a spiritual sense that there is something beyond the physical.
An obsession with the shadow realm is what fueled the depraved desires of 15th century nobleman Gilles de Rais, who lured little children to an unthinkable doom behind the walls of his castle in the French countryside. An avowed fan of de Rais' perverted handiwork, Edward Paynell, the Beast of Jersey, terrorized the Isle of Wight from the early 1960s until his capture in 1971. Donning a rubber mask, Paynell broke into homes to attack 13 women and children as they lay innocently sleeping. It is the echoes of haunting stories like these that inspired the deadly myth of the Slender Man, a tall figure who is said to reach through computers to beckon his victims out of the safety of their homes and into the darkness of the woods.
It's a vanishing story, and who hasn't wanted to vanish? But then also, how scary if you're taken.
His choice of attire is appropriately the dark suit and tie favored by undertakers, though unlike his contemporaries, to look into his face is to stare into a pale, featureless void that drives survivors to the brink of insanity. But can these shadow people really be the physical embodiment of evil from the world beyond? Or are they just a story we tell ourselves to cope with the darkness that lives within us all?
We develop shadows from the time we're born, and it's a defense system. The shadow people are the embodiment of these defenses that we have.
Our innermost fears and twisted curiosities, it seems, will arrive at one of 2 conclusions. We are the leery prey of the shadows, or we stalk the prey with them.